I'm trying real hard to find the right words to say, man. The right words to say, man. The right words to say. But I just got a couple questions, man, that I just want to ask, and I hope I can get them answered, man, by somebody out here, man. And one of them is this, bro. When Ray Ray shoot Lil John on the block over, you know what I'm saying, money, drugs, women, whatever, etc. Why the police don't gun that nigga down? When, you know what I'm saying, these niggas out here terrorizing our streets, you know what I'm saying, real gangbangers, real deal out criminals that have no regard for life whatsoever. Why them niggas, you know what I'm saying, don't get gunned down? You know, they just found Mo 3 killer. Why ain't he get gunned down? He's in custody right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense to me, dog. You would gun down people over the simplest of situations, nigga. Laws come to the scene with they arm already, you know what I'm saying, on they motherfucking piss, they hand ready. They ready to bust. They arms are drawn and they are ready to bust anything that's a threat. On the most minor situations, nigga. Search warrants for misdemeanor, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, cases and shit. You know what I'm saying? If it is some felonies, might be it's a drug, it's drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like even with the girl who ended up shooting the officer and ended up dying, you know what I'm saying? Got stopped at the Dollar General or some shit. Ended up busting the law and shit, getting busted and getting bust on back. He didn't come at her directly with no aggression and no anger and all that shit like that. Word. And she was getting stopped because her boyfriend had multiple felonies, nigga, for assaults, drugs, including cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamines. She wasn't approached aggressively. She literally took it to the officer herself to turn the situation into a deadly situation. Now, Makia Bryan, people can say the same about Makia Bryan was the exact same thing. She pulled a knife out, tried to stab somebody. And I get that, bro. I get that all the way through and through, man. But the more and more I watch the tape, more and more I see different ways that I feel like, damn, me as an officer, I could have handled that situation. And I'm not a trained officer, so I can't speak on what is protocol, what is necessarily, you know what I'm saying, the training of an officer and to do in that situation. But just my human side tells me that there's no way that that girl should have been shot 4 times. That there's no way that she should have been out there fighting, number one. But that's a whole parenting issue that we gonna get onto. You know what I'm saying? Maybe later on in this video. I don't know. But as for right now, I just want to say, bro, and keep asking. Why do you think that it is, bro, that we get shot for the most minor of things, yet when we killing each other, robbing each other, hurting each other, bro, the perpetrators of those crimes are never just gunned down? Is it by design or is it just a mere coincidence? I think these are design plays being put forth in action, man. I want to start off by saying RIP to all the victims, man. I'm not going to say their names because it's too many damn names to remember, man. RIP to all the victims, man. I haven't changed my mind on how I feel about the Ma'Khia Bryant situation. I've said a lot that necessarily is kind of almost in favor for the laws in the aspect, and I'm not in favor for the laws at all. But hey, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and I have to point out what was wrong in that girl situation. But today I'm not gonna do that because I feel like anybody with common sense know where that girl made mistakes at. But it's not about her right now, bro. It's about an officer who can pull up to the scene where you have already have uniformed officers there trying to control the situation, and all of a sudden, a third or fourth officer comes up on the scene and he's gunning. And don't get me wrong, the situation hadn't escalated to where it had before the officer got there. But to doing more study on this man, bro. This man is a trained marksman. Pistols, rifles. He's, you know what I'm saying? Shot them all, bro. He's very familiar with firearms and most likely pretty deadly of a shot, man. He can shoot pretty accurately and he can hit you pretty accurately, bro. And this man, his first thought was to gun that baby down. His first thought was to gun somebody down. Because before he even came to the scene to see what was going on, he had his hand on his pistol. He had his pistol drawn and he was ready. But then I take you to some events that have happened in our past, and not even real far back, nigga, just in the past year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy who stabbed the police officer in the neck. That's one. Uh, but we're not going to even elaborate on that. Have y'all heard about the Staten Island bar owner who ran over a cop and got released from jail with no bond? Did not get a charge with assault. Literally got to sit out of jail for 4 months and eventually was arrested for illegal alcohol sales. Not for assaulting the officer. He got his life. He's not gonna die. He's not gonna get shot down. He did. There's no way. There's no retaliation gonna happen for him hitting the officer. Nothing, bro. And you know why? Blue lives do not fucking matter, bro. The blue lives do not matter to white people. They only matter when we start yelling Black Lives Matter, bro. Blue Lives Matter does not matter to anybody whatsoever, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about a cop. I don't care if you got family. If you got family, you got a family of cops. You don't give a fuck about them. It's times you don't like their ass. It's times you think they do shit, this whole ass shit too, man. I talk to white folks all the time. There's a lot of white folks that do not like the cops. So, blue lives obviously do not fucking matter, bro. Unless black people yell, Black Lives Matter. That's the only time. You know what I'm saying? But I even ask another question, bro. Why is everybody, including black people that's watching this, look at ourselves as threats? But when we do are presented with a real threat, like a police officer, we don't do anything except talk and march, man. I got an argument with a nigga for going off on a girl saying the exact same thing I'm just saying, bro. But the reason I went off on him for it, and the reason I'm banned from Facebook for 30 days, because I told him straight up, you're not going to do shit. You a bitch, bro. Like, because you talking about how you going to smack this girl on the ass and her boyfriend and her people and ain't nobody going to do shit. Like, we get so aggressive with our own people, bro. But I know in my whole heart of hearts, because this dude was a mixed dude saying this shit, he's not talking to his white family. He's not talking to them people and telling them anything, bro, about where they're wrong at and what they gonna do and why they not riding for this shit and why they not doing this, that, and the third, huh? And I get to a point where I'm just like frustrated because, you know what I'm saying? You have that. You have, you know what I'm saying, uh, Alan Weaver, you know what I'm saying, Georgia's business owner, basically making threats to, you know what I'm saying, wipe out the black population. Uh, you have our government who sees a clear and imminent danger to Asian Americans and their lives, passing bills to give them reparations, man. Yet we've been fighting for hundreds of years at this point. We've had anything that you can name happen to anybody in a third world country, not the freest country in the fucking world, but shit that happens in third world countries happening to us every fucking day. And I just don't get it, man. I'm not saying that black people are just some innocent ass people that don't never do nothing wrong and ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes where we don't deserve to be, you know what I'm saying, reprimanded for that, you know what I'm saying? But as we can see, bro, through a couple of examples that I'm finna show you, we do not reprimand our citizens the same. Black people looked at as threats that should be eliminated, whereas white people are looked at as misguided people making mistakes that should be rehabilitated. There's rehabilitation and there's elimination happening in our culture every day. But it all depends on skin color. It all depends on who you are and what you are. And yeah, if you black, you might can slip through the cracks for a while. Say the right things. All lives matter, you know. Shit, blue lives matter, you know. You know what I'm saying? I don't see color. You know, you know what I'm saying? The typical talking points. You know what I'm saying?